Hello everyone, it is Michelle. I'm here for our weekly Facebook Live. It is Wednesday, July 28th. So we will get started in just a few minutes. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment all the fun things and share. So tonight we have a new style of card to make together. So I hope you guys like that. All right, I see some people finding me and hopping on. So hello to all of you. Hello. Hope you have a great day. And want to get a little crafty. All right. It has been a very, very busy day here. If you took the summer retreat, I have all of your make and takes cut and they are getting sorted tomorrow. Now they don't ship for almost a week. Next Thursday, I think they ship. But it takes so long to get everything ready for this. But the make and takes are all cut and prepped and they are going to be sorted along with all of the optional classes tomorrow. So that is very exciting. And I wanted to make sure I told you before I forget that make sure you're signed up for my email list. If you're not already, just because that's how I give you information about all of upcoming classes and events. And if you want to get on it, it's up here. Go to this website and then you can click on like the email newsletter or something like that. But if you are in my card club, I sent you the new catalogs. Okay, if you're one of my customers. If you are one of my customers not in my card club and you would like a catalog, I need you to open up your email tomorrow morning or afternoon, and whenever you open it. It's going out tomorrow though. And request a catalog if you need one, okay? So that's how you get one. In a week, this catalog is going to go live. This is our new mini holiday catalog. And so there's a lot of awesome stuff in here. I can't wait to show you. We're not going to do anything with it yet tonight because you can't order out of it tonight, right? And then starting next week, also we have a second round of celebration. So the first time ever Stampin' Up! Has brought it out a second time. So next week I have so much fun stuff to show you also. But if you need catalogs, make sure there's going to be a form in there that you can fill out to request so I can send it to you if you're one of my customers. All right. I'm sorry. I have a tickle in my throat. Okay, we are going to get started. So I asked you over on the Facebook page how many, just some ideas of things you wanted me to make for the next month or so. And I loved your feedback. And I'm going to try to get through several of the awesome requests. But one of the requests was like masculine, I had fall, I had slimline cards. So guess what? We're going to do all of those in one tonight. So I am going to be using this paper. It is called Beauty of the Earth. This is some 12 by 12 paper. It's awesome, like fall masculine type paper. And it is currently on sale right now too until August 2nd. So you can get this 15% off. Just really, it just really reminds me of fall. There's a couple of winter like pieces in there too. But anyway, this is the pack of paper we're using tonight. And then I'm going to be using the Beauty of Friendship stamp set. This is in our annual catalog. I know I've used this before, but this is perfect, I think, for masculine and fall cards as well. And so we're going to be using this tonight also. Okay, full disclosure, I have never ever made a slimline card. And I will tell you, I didn't really think I was a fan of them. I mean, it's cool. It's a different type of card, but I like what I like. And I know how to cut our basic cards that we cut. But I think it is fun to always try something new. So that's what we're going to do tonight. And we're going to make a slimline card. So these are like long cards, and they're a little bit skinnier than our normal ones. So that's what we're going to do tonight. And without further ado, I'm going to point the camera down and we are going to get started. I'm going to tell you all the different measurements of the cardstock in the pieces, and we're going to get stamping. So thanks again for joining tonight, and let's go ahead and get started. All right, where's my camera? Where's my webcam? It's not gonna let me point down. Uh-oh. Sorry, I'm having some technical difficulties. Like, let me make sure. Sorry, I just totally moved the screen. I want to make sure my webcam is plugged in. Because it's not letting me. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, I don't know what just happened, but there we go. We're back. That webcam didn't want to show. Okay. Thanks for sticking with me. All right, so you need your. I'm using Mary Merlot in soft suede for my ink colors. I grabbed the Evening Evergreen. I didn't use it. And then you need your paper trimmer. So the card base for this Slimline card. So when I was researching, I found this. You can make these a lot of different sizes. So this is just the size I decided to go with, and I'll tell you why in just a second. But there's a lot of different sizes you can do this card with. So basically, you're going to take a full size of paper and you're going to cut it down. Well, it's going to be 8.5, so that's like the normal size. And then you're going to trim it down to 7.5. So 8.5 by 7.5. So you can get one out of a piece of cardstock. And then we're going to score it in half at I can't see here. 3 3/4. So that is the base of our card, and this is our thick basic white. Yes, Paula, the first step is to always unplug and plug it back in, and then also restart too. So that's always what I've learned now. So I'm just taking my bone folder and giving this a really good crease, just like that. Okay, our next piece of cardstock I have is, again, the Mary Merlot. So we're going to be matching up these ink colors. And so this piece I cut down to 8 1/4 by 3.5. And then I took that beautiful designer series paper, this one right here. I just liked the colors in there. And then that's what the back looks like. And this one is just 1/4 inch shorter. So it's 8 inches by 3 1/4. Okay, so those are our first set of layers, and then we have 2 more. So originally I was going to use the scallop and contours dies like this with the Mary Merlot, but then it looked too more girly, I guess, than I wanted. So I decided to scrap that, and I just cut basic with the cutter 2 pieces. So again, Mary Merlot, and I cut mine to 4 inches by 2 3/4. And then we have a piece of basic white that measures 2.5 by 3 3/4. So those are the measurements. Mary Merlot is such a pretty color. I totally agree. Okay, so with this stamp set, this is like an awesome stamp. You stamp it once and it gives all these like details. We are going to, it's photopolymer, so we need it on a mat. If it is frozen, it is probably on your end. I'm so sorry because I have my phone going and it's not, so I don't think it's on my end. I just couldn't get my camera view switched. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this, the white, and we are going to stamp our tree right here in soft suede. So we are going to do that, and I'm going to stamp it kind of over to the side, over to the left side. Right, yeah, left. I can't think right now. So left side over here, we're going to stamp our tree like this. So there is a set of dies that coordinate with this bundle. Very beautiful dies, so we're going to need that again. I'm just going to set that aside. And then we're going to pull in a scrap sheet of paper, and I'm going to actually stamp the top of the tree now. So I'm opening up my Mary Merlot, and then this is the top of the tree, and we're going to ink this up. Yes! Have you guys been following my renovation series? I just saw Janelle put a comment on here that said, I can't wait to see the new place. So I filmed episode 3 last Friday, but it has not been edited yet. So hopefully in the next day or two that video will be up for you guys to all see a little bit more. And since then we've done even more things. So it's just been very busy. But look at that. This is why this is one of the coolest stamp sets ever. It looks like it's stamped twice. There's a lighter version and a darker, but it's just how the stamp is made. It's so cool. Okay, I will say that every single time I stamp that tree or that tree, because they give the exact same like effect. Okay, let me wash this off with my chamois. Chamois just uses water. And okay, we're going to put that away. Also, now we're going to take this tree thing again, because I want you to be able to see kind of like the tree inside there, like the inside of it. So we're going to stamp that and then just go right over top like that. So there is our tree. So now, whoa, my ink pad, I had a tower of ink pads, they just all fell down. Just a second, we had a little catastrophe here. Now I was gonna say we are gonna close up the Mary Merlot ink pad. So we are gonna do that, and then I'm going to take my chamois and wipe off the ink that just got on here. So get that off. This is why you should take care of your ink pads when you're done using them instead of just like stacking them up in a tower. So lesson learned. Hopefully at my new space I can be a little bit more neat. We'll see how long that lasts, right? Okay, so now we're done with the tree, so I'm just going to wipe that off. Okay, there we go. Back on track. And now we are going to start assembling our card. I have this open because we're going to use that. I'm moving it over to the side. Okay, so grab your pieces and let's start assembling. Look, I got a new adhesive, brand new adhesive, so that is exciting. We're going to get this going and attach these layers. What I was also going to tell you is I know I mentioned, I think I mentioned that I have like a frozen shoulder. I've been suffering with this since around Christmas time. And about a month and a half ago, I finally went to the doctor to try to get it situated. And I went to physical therapy, and it's helping, and it's super, super painful. And I know some of you said like you've suffered with that too. And anyway, it's so hard. And I wish more than anything I wouldn't have waited so long to try to get this fixed. I just kept thinking like it'll feel better eventually. Well, it never did. Anyway, long story short, today I went to the orthopedic surgeon and I got a cortisone shot. So I am hoping that will help me, and I'm starting up therapy again. In the meantime, I've been 2 weeks without therapy, waiting to get into the surgeon, and my back has like seized up, and it has just been really, really painful the last few days. So, anyway, it's been, crafting has been, takes my mind off of that anyway. So here's where you would go and die cut die cut the top of this tree up. But look at, I already went ahead and did that right here. So here is this. And we are going to kind of like put it over top of here like this. So let's put this down. Oh, thank you, Flo. Yeah, I was actually really scared about getting the shot, but the last 3 days I've been in so much pain that when I went today and the doctor like kind of recommended it, I was like, okay, when can we do it? And he's like, right now, today. And I was like, all right, I'm ready. And he was like, okay, let me go get everything. So we got that done. All right, so now this is going to come over here on our card, and I'm going to grab some dimensionals. So let me find those. Oh, and I have this linen thread. Where are my dimensionals? Yeah. I cannot wait for you guys to see more of the new studio, though. I just had my card club there this week, the live people, and so that's probably the last class that we'll be doing there. Okay, grab your dimensionals and let's pop this piece up. Thank you, Lynn, for watching for your first time. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, and then we are going to kind of like put this over here, kind of like that. Okay, then we're going to take the top of our tree. So the reason why I stamped the inside is that so that it would kind of connect here, but I'm going to pop that up. So I'm going to grab a few more dimensionals and pop those on. So there's that. And then I'm just going to kind of line up the trunk right there. So there we have that. So this looks, it's like pretty cool how that is. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to do a step. Okay, take this off easily. I'm going to do one of my favorite things. I have the soft suede Stampin' Blend. And because this paper, it looks almost watercolored here, I wanted to make this, I'm not going to watercolor, but I'm going to like add, you know, my little flecks just a little bit. So this is the light soft suede. So I'm just, because it's just really white. So I'm going to flick some ink on. So all I do is I put your brush end very carefully and you just lightly drag it through the cap, and then it gives you that speckled look in the background. So that's all I wanted to do. Now we can take our little tree top and put it back on there, just like that. Okay, I had a strip to stamp our sentiment, and I have our soft suede ink right here. So I just had a little 1/2-inch strip. Here we go. And I'm going to stamp this with the Thinking of You. This, you could pull in any stamp set. I think this card could be anything, like, well, not anything, but it could be a birthday card. You could stamp happy birthday, a thinking of you. It could be a sympathy, a thank you. I mean, so many different things this could be. But I'm going to make it a thinking of you. So I'm going to put this on my block, and I'm going to stamp this. And on this little 1/2-inch strip of white, I'm going to stamp that thinking of you, just like that. And then I am going to wipe this off. I just do so many, I cut like so much paper, and the repetition is just like really wearing on my body, I'm learning. Also, like, that's not helping with my shoulder thing, so. Okay, so now we're pulling this in, and I'm going to make this a little banner. So I'm going to trim this off a little bit, and I'm going to make a little banner. You can grab your punch. How I do it is I just snip up the center, and then I go from the right to the center and the left. I think I said it opposite, but of how I did it, but that's how I do it. And then we're going to put a dimensional on this side and a little bit of glue on this side. And then we're going to add this down. So where did my dimensional go? Just grab one of those dimensionals here. So if you like slimline cards, I hope you like mine. This is my very first one I'm ever making. And so I just thank you guys for inspiring me to try it. So, okay, we have our banner. Now we're going to take, you guys know I like my bows, but for the masculine, I'm going to just use a little bit of this linen thread. And I am going to just, I think just tie one. Yeah, I'm going to keep it simple. One bow. So I get asked this all the time. How do you do your bows? You can do them a lot of ways. How I tie them for cards is I have 2 loops, like 2 little bunny ears, and then I just take the one ear and I just kind of wrap them around and then just pull it through the center. So that's how I make my bows for my cards. And then you can just pull it and make it whatever size you want. And then I'm going to trim this down. And don't worry, because I will still be doing all of my online classes too. So I still have, I'll be doing in-person and online soon though. Okay, grab your mini glue dots and then you will take your, what you can do is take your, take your pick tool and you will, I take this little pointy thing. This is super sharp. I kind of roll the mini glue dot in half. I don't know if you can see it. You can't see it. Maybe there you can. I took this thing and rolled the glue dot in half. Then you take your little bow and you can just stick it on there. Press it down with your thumb for a second. And then you can remove it with your, take your pick tool. And then you can stick it on here. This could also be for anyone that just loves outdoors and fall. Like this is, I would love to get this card. So, this isn't, it doesn't have to be a masculine card either. But, so if you wanted, you could take like some of our champagne rhinestones and sprinkle some on. We have some gold ones. Like you could add a lot of little speckles to here too. Or you could take these elegant gems and add some of those on to the card also. So here is our card. And what I do love about this card is that it really shows a lot of our paper. Isn't this so pretty? And this is like just a really, it's so different. I like it. I wish you could see all the little details in there, but there's that. Now, I know that somebody might ask, okay, so what kind of envelope do I use? So guess what? I made this one so it would fit in just a regular, like what are these, like business size envelopes. So these are not our awesome Stampin' Up! Envelopes. Like the Stampin' Up! Envelopes are so silky and smooth and sturdy. So this is a little flimsy, but it will work. So it's just those little business things. And then look, it just will slide in there. And then you do have an envelope. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to stamp my envelope before there was like that catastrophe of ink that towered over. Let's stamp the outside of our envelope real quick too. So I usually forget this step, and honestly it's because when I want to send a card, I don't always have the envelope right there handy. But if you are super organized and you have it all together, which I'm not going to claim to do, then this is always a super cool, thing to do is to stamp your envelopes to coordinate with your card. So you can just take this envelope and I'm just going to stamp this tree down here, kind of like that. So there is your little tree. And I didn't stamp the whole thing. You obviously could, but I just did that. And then you have your pretty little card that fits with it. So Phyllis said she believes they're called envelopes number 10 is the size. So Thank you, because I didn't know that. But there's our card for tonight. So let me know what you think. And if you've made Slimline cards, I would love to see your variation, because now I'm kind of interested in making a few different versions. But this Beauty of Friendship stamp set is awesome, awesome, awesome. And it's going to be great for this fall season and for all your masculine and nature lovers. This is a great one to have in your collection. And yeah, the paper is on sale too. So let me pull you up real quick. And I just wanted to, whew, that was crazy there. Just thank you for coming on tonight. I'm looking at your comments and see what you have to say. So, all right. I'm glad that you guys are going to give this card a try. It's something new and different. And next week, we will be live with some new stuff. Oh, if you want to do any shopping, there is the Designer Series paper sale. You can use that host code, and that will make sure you're shopping with me. And then I always like to send you out thank you cards, but there's our card for tonight. And yes, be looking for the new YouTube videos coming out. If you need a catalog, make sure you sign up and check your email tomorrow so I can send you any new catalogs if you need those. What else is there? I think that's about it. I think that's it. Yeah, I will keep you updated when the first class will be at the new studio. And I think actually my first event I do at the new studio will actually be with my card club. My local card club people will get to, it's one of the perks of being in the card club. I mean, if you're local or within driving distance, they'll get to come see it first. So have a great night, everyone. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next week. Have a good one. Bye.